Hi guys, and what we're going to be doing is going through that solo, and let's just start by putting you in the right key. This is in the key of D major, okay? So let's come back to that pentatonic theory we did, and let's find the D. So on the E string, the D is all the way up here, okay? You should have been able to go through it. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. And what do we do when we get to major? If we want to find our major pentatonic, we put our little finger on the D, and go backwards. So it's kind of like it's in B minor, but we're starting from the D, so we call it D major. Okay, so there's the scale shapes that we're using. Okay, now I'm going to take you through lick by lick. We're using a lot of different bends here. So let's start with the opening lick, which is this. Okay, relatively simple. Let's go through it. So first of all, it starts off the beat. So you go 1. Main thing to realise. But what we do is we're grabbing the 9th fret here on the G string and we're bending up a full tone and then back down again, okay? Now, the tricky thing here, and this is surprisingly hard, okay, so I want to take this nice and slow. You bend it up a full tone, so that should be the sound of 2 frets up, remember? And then your plectrum's just going to touch it, but no more, okay? Because that's going to stop the sound dead. Okay, then you bring the string back down. This all happens quickly, obviously, but you do it like this, and then you pluck it again. So you get, okay, so that's how you get the separation between the bend and the note that's down again. So real slow. And then we're going to go back to the 7th fret, okay, and then we're going to come back to the 9th fret, okay. So it's, okay. Now, the second lick is almost identical, except you end differently. So you go like this. Okay. So we've got the same thing. So bend up, block the string, back down to the 7, and then we're going to go 9, pull off, hammer on again back to the 9. So that's a pull off, followed by a hammer on. Okay. Now, at the end of that, we're going to take the 7th fret on the B string and we're going to bend it up a half tone. So that's from here to here. And then we're going to bring it back down really slowly. So like this. Okay. Now, this is the first bend you've ever done with your first finger. So it's going to be quite hard, but really force it up there. If you do it with the thumb at the back, it's just the same. Okay? But of course the difference is you don't have fingers supporting you this time, so it's a little bit harder. Now, let me put those first 3 licks together for you. So we go like this. 1. Second lick. And then the bend. Okay? There we have it. So there's your first 3 licks together. We're just going to do that with a drum beat to make sure you really start to get those rhythms. 70 BPM, so this is a lot slower than the actual track, but a little faster than that. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3. Okay? So, pause the video there, go over that as many times as you want to get that bit right, then we move on. So our next lick looks like this. Okay, so this one's real kind of cool sound, it's a really big bend. And what we're doing is we're building up on the pentatonic scale, so we're going 7, hammer on to 9, then back to the 7th fret, and then I'm going to grab the 10th fret with my 3rd finger, so remember we're still in the pentatonic shape, and you can see I bring all 3 fingers along, so they're in that position that we talked about in the previous video, and I'm going to bend a whole tone. So that's up 2 frets, so up to there, okay, we're going to try and get that pitch right, and you're going to really leave it hanging up there, and hold it down because we want to be bringing it slowly back down, okay? The more gain you've got on that, the easier it is to hear. Okay, so it comes back down as well. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is that you do hit the 10 first. So we go, so we pluck that first, and on the second hit, we go up, okay? And then gradually back down. So one more time. Okay. Now, we've got another lick after that, okay, which is very kind of similar, but we're going to do a higher bend this time. So we're going to go like this. And then it finishes like this. Okay, so let me take you through that. So we're going to start on the 7th fret of the E string and then 7th fret of the B string. And you can just either flatten your finger there or you can roll it over like that. If you flatten the finger, you'll get this sound where they join together. If you roll it over, then you'll get the sound of them separate, okay? Ideally, we want the separate sound. And then you're going to grab the 10th fret, sorry, of the high E string and do a full tone bend. So from here to there. Now that is going to hurt, okay? That's like really thin string and it's really going to dig right into the fingers, giving you massive dents. And believe me, by the end of this solo, by the end of learning this solo, your fingers are going to be ripped to shreds. So it's a really positive and really good thing that that's happening, because it's developing more and more calluses and getting stronger fingers, okay? So you're going to bend that up a full tone. And then that same thing where what we're going to do is we're going to stop it with the plectrum. So just by touching the plectrum on it, bring it down and then play it down here as normal. So it's like this. You see how we stop that? It's a little bit smoother in reality. Okay, but we need it nice and slow for now until you get the gist of it. Okay, and then finishing on 7, 10th fret of the B string, and then back to 7. Okay, so let's just recap all those different licks and then we'll start piecing them together. So the first lick is this. Second lick. Third lick. Fourth lick. Fifth lick. And then 6th. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my drum machine and I'm going to slow it down even more to 60 BPM. Put it back on. Okay, and I'm going to play through all of those bits together in rhythm, and then it's for you guys to go away and make sure those bends are all sounding great. You're getting the rhythm together. Remember, you do it piece by piece, so you kind of put it together like a jigsaw puzzle. Lick 1 with lick 2, then lick 3 with lick 1 and 2, then lick 4 with lick 1, 2 and 3, and so on, okay? So, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, there it is, guys. So obviously, you know, there's a backing track available to play along to. There's the tab and everything else to make sure that the pitch is sounding really good. By playing along with the audio files, it helps you get your pitch right, because you'll be able to compare it. When you play it like that, kind of a cappella, let's call it, with just the drum beat, sometimes it can be a little harder to say, is that pitch totally correct? If you actually play it with the music, you'll hear pretty quickly if it's flat or sharp, because it's going to really jar across the music. So there we have it, guys. There's your bend solo. And we've done a lot of stuff now with regards to lead and riffing and all kinds of exercise and everything else to get your fingers moving and your theory working. And next time what we're going to do is we're going to learn a song which combines pretty much everything we've learned together, which will really help solidify all the elements.